everyone, welcome back to my channel, Delicious Vegging. My name is Anna. We are here in Solvang, and of course I'm going to take you all along with us. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I focus on content such as beauty, lifestyle, and how to save money. So if you're interested, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. Upload every Wednesday and Saturday. And let's just do a quick Airbnb tour. And this is the first bedroom and also the main living space. So we have a little living room, and the host was nice enough to leave us a bottle of wine, also some Easter eggs with some candy inside and some treats for the dogs. And then we have a little coffee bar area, which I absolutely love, a little kitchenette, and then over here we have the washer dryer area. Then we have a little toaster oven, and this is the restroom. And then over here we have the yard and bedroom number 2. Solvang's actually a pretty small town. I researched and it said it had a population of 5,900 people. So our first morning, I wanted to check out this coffee place called Cafe Dolce. They have some pretty unique flavors. I want to order the horchata with coffee because on the menu it says horchata without coffee, but just asked, they'll add coffee in it, and mine was delicious. Ernie got the iced hazelnut coffee. We both weren't a fan of his, but order the horchata with coffee. It is delicious. Also, this coffee shop was dog friendly, which was a plus. So we had Marshmallow and Coco in there with us. And also they had a famous celebrity in there at one point. I'm not going to pronounce the name and embarrass myself. And they also served baklava, which I did want to try, but we were going to go across the street to have breakfast. And this was my coffee. Super cute. And Marshmallow just loved his little walk and enjoying all the new smells. We ended up eating at Brecky's by Chomp, which is also dog friendly, and the chef was able to make some eggs for the dogs, which they absolutely loved. And here is Marshmallow and Coco, and I ended up ordering a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. My mom got pancakes, and my dad got a chorizo and egg burrito, and then Ernie ordered some French toast. And here's Marshmallow and Coco enjoying their breakfast. It was a pretty gloomy morning, but we didn't let that get in the way of our plans. We took the dogs to this pet store called Hund and Cat Pet Boutique, and it was actually a pretty reasonably priced store. They had a ton of pet items in there, such as leashes and collars, toys and treats, and much more. And I thought that these windmill-shaped cookies were adorable, and they also had other Solvang-themed cookies. Unfortunately, Marshmallow and Coco don't like hard treats, so I had to pass on these. And they had an extension of the store, so there's actually quite a bit of items in here, and I ended up buying the dogs 2 bags of dog treats, which they absolutely loved. And next door we decided to pop into this wine and cheese store. They also had some snacks and chocolates, and they also had this adorable wine cellar. I was super excited to visit the Solvang bakery, and they actually have several bakeries out here, and they were all super cute and themed for Easter. Ernie and I didn't purchase any pastries. I don't know why. Both him and I weren't really foodies this time around. Normally when we travel, we are really excited to try out like different foods and drinks, but maybe it was because of the weather. However, they had some pretty large pastries, and also this was a little table full of pet treats and just pet items. And then of course we went to another pet store. Honestly, I went a little crazy here because I've been trying to be more mindful of what I feed the dogs, you know, the more that I learn. And they had a lot of the brands that I don't have back home, and they were at a reasonable price. And I thought these little dog toys were super cute. However, the dogs have way too many toys. Their toy bin is overflowing. And I thought it was super adorable that Marshmallow is trying to pick out his own buoy stick, but unfortunately he can't have those because of his allergies. However, we did find some that he was able to have, so my mom was trying to have him pick again to see which one that he wanted. But this store was pretty affordable. As you can tell, I got quite a bit, and this is the haul at the Airbnb, and some of the items were half off, like the Kong peanut butters were $3.50, so I just picked up the rest of those. And yeah, everything was like $8 or under, so I stocked up, and then Marshmallow just wanted his treat now. It was so cute that him and Coco both picked out the same treat. It kept raining on and off while we were in Solvang, so we took the dogs back and got them situated so they can stay nice and dry, plus it's just a little bit easier. And we went back to Solvang to Spice Merchant, and at the pet boutique they said if I showed them my receipt I can get 10% off. However, I ended up not buying anything, and then we wanted to do some wine tasting, which I was super excited about. And this place was so nice and just very welcoming. So they had a white wine list, a fun wine list. Also, they had an explorer list and the reserve list. I ended up doing the fun list, and my mom got the white wine with the cheese pairing, and I got the fun wine list with the chocolate pairing, which you can add the wine or cheese pairing for an additional $15. They told me if I go across the street, I can get half off the wine tasting. So it's $12.50, so very affordable. And then we went to a brewery, so my dad and Ernie can enjoy a beer, and then my mom and I shared a cocktail, and we all shared some nachos. I forgot to record our dinner, but we ate at Chomp and we just all ordered some burgers. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. We're about to head out to Santa Barbara. It's about a 40-minute drive, and yesterday the weather was not in our favor. The weather app lied. It said it was going to rain from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., but it was just consistently on and off with the rain. So eventually we took the dogs back to the Airbnb, and then we went back out there because it's only a 10-minute drive from the Airbnb, but it was such a cute town. I felt like if the weather was in our favor, we could have easily toured the whole thing within 4 hours or so, but it was nice to check out some wineries and get some food. And we decided not to take the dogs with us because yesterday it was just a lot with them. Coco needs to be carried the whole time, and then we need to look at dog-friendly places, and then Marshmallow just likes taking his time walking. It gets to be a little bit too much when there's like other people around, so let's head out to Santa Barbara together. And before we begin our drive, I wanted to try this other coffee place that was 10 minutes away from the Airbnb called Queen Cup Coffee. They had a lot of unique coffee flavors, which I typically look for in a coffee shop. My mom, Ernie, and I both ordered the dirty horchata, and my dad ordered a hot chocolate. He's not a huge coffee fan, but I thought the artwork on his hot chocolate was pretty cute. And then now we're in Santa Barbara. We ate breakfast at the Helena Bakery. It's a cute little spot. Ernie ended up ordering this Elvis peanut butter and bacon toast, and my mom and I shared a breakfast sandwich. And now we're going to rent some bikes. This was really fun, and I think it was $50 or $60 to rent this out for an hour, and boy did we get a workout. It was very nerve-wracking driving this on the street, a little bit scary, but I remember doing this back when I was in middle school, and it was nice to revisit that memory and also to have Ernie experience Santa Barbara for the first time. And this was a statue that I remember as a kid. I didn't remember much from Santa Barbara, but I just remember the bike ride and that dolphin statue and State Street. And this was our view. It was just so beautiful and gorgeous. So it's pretty cool. You have a bike trail along the ocean, and you can just pretty much go wherever. And there's my dad ringing the bell. And I thought this was a cool shot of us. It's like a little mirror reflection. And this ride definitely looked as bumpy as it looked. I don't know what happened here, but nevertheless, I would highly recommend this, and it's so much fun, and it's great to get exercise while you're on vacation, and I hope you all enjoy the ocean views. Next, we went to the Santa Barbara Courthouse. I remember this as a kid as well, so it just has some very beautiful views. It is free to do, so I would highly recommend checking this out as well, taking some photos. And then we went to State Street and we checked out a couple of places. We tried out this donut shop. It was pretty good, but honestly, I'm not a huge donut fan, but I love the merchandise in here. It is super cute, and they had a lot of unique donut flavors. So if you're a donut fan, I would check it out. We ended up getting the chocolate coffee crumb cake and the vanilla bean donut holes. We spent about 4 to 5 hours in Santa Barbara, came back, fed the dogs dinner, and Ernie and I are back in Solvang for redemption because yesterday it was just too on and off with the rain, so we just really want to experience it without the rain. Right now we have a good 2 hours. We walked around the whole town about a good hour or so, but I would say if you're coming out here, it's a very small town, so one full day is more than plenty of time. And we just have Coco with us. Marshmallow is back at the Airbnb with my parents. And here is another bakery. They all have their own little theme, so I would highly recommend checking them out. And I'm really glad that we ended up going back to explore without the interruption of the rain, even though it does look gloomy in this clip. It didn't rain the 2 hours that we were there, so we were able to fully explore the town. It's about 3 blocks worth, and Ernie and I decided to stop at the Solvang ice cream parlor. Unfortunately, Coco couldn't have anything, but she was a good sport. We ended up splitting a horchata frappuccino, which was a nice little treat while we explored the town of Solvang some more. And that concludes our trip to Solvang and Santa Barbara. I truly love the Airbnb that we stayed at. It was very private, so this was our entrance to our cottage/barn area, and they had 2 horses on the property, which was pretty cool to experience. We also had our own parking space, so it was just very nice and private, and I appreciate all the amenities that they had. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to turn on notifications. I upload every Wednesday and Saturday, and I'll see you all in my upcoming videos. Bye, everyone.